I'm Melissa Taylor. I live in Austin, Texas. I'm a designer, a model, and I've been a teacher as well. Um, I grew up on the East Coast in the Washington, D.C. area, suburbs, and then when I was 14, my parents became missionaries and moved to Ukraine. So I lived in Ukraine for high school, went to boarding school in Germany, and then went to college in Indiana where I studied glass blowing, ceramics, bookmaking, and doll making. Um, I had a hard time in college figuring out exactly what art form I wanted to focus on because I love making so many kinds of things, and it was a constant battle for me between desiring to make conceptual artwork and desiring to make functional work. Um, so I started trying to pay attention to what I got the most excited about and happy about, and I realized I love clothing design like more than anything. I'd be happy not doing any other form of art for the rest of my life if I could focus on that. So since then I took some design classes for fashion design. I've taught design classes, and I've had my own line for 7 years. This past fall and winter, my company had just sales kind of fell off the map, so I recently shut that down after realizing it had grown into something that didn't make me happy anymore, and I'd been slugging away at it for so long I was burnt out. So I've been taking a little bit of a break the past few months, trying to let my creativity kind of refresh. In the past year, I've also done a bit of modeling on the side, and I work at Nordstrom in the upper women's best department, just kind of being around clothing that's well made and, trying to keep that fresh a little bit, get a different perspective. A little bit of my design goals and achievements, besides having my own line for 7 years roughly. In college, I had a handmade journal business with a few of my friends. We did that for 2 years. I designed a piece for Steuben Glass when I was in college. It was a class project, but then they liked design so much they wanted to produce it. So I actually designed a piece called the Nutcracker Suite. That was a little music box with a crystal on it, and that was produced probably, I think, 2005 or 6. I taught at Austin School of Fashion Design for about 6 years, flat pattern, knits, fashion illustration, and in the past year or so I've been signed with Mazza Models, doing a little bit of that. I walked in New York Fashion Week for a couple of small shows in September. So what I want Project Runway to do for me, what I think can do to help me achieve my goals. My first goal as a designer is to make a living off of what I do creatively. That's really hard to do. I haven't succeeded in that quite yet, even though I have made a lot of income. At times, most of it off of creativity. I've helped do another underwear startup business recently, so I have partly supported myself off of my design work. But another facet that I haven't really achieved all the way is I've made work that I'm proud of. I've made a couple collections I think are really solid, but I still don't feel like I've reached the level of work that I believe I'm capable of. I think Project Runway will give me new challenges that are fun and just different, that will hopefully kind of get my brain into thinking in different ways, in a new setting that's very new, very challenging, and very exciting. And one of the most important goals for me as a designer, I've always had a few people who have been very inspirational to me, and I would love to reach the level where the people who have inspired and challenged me are people that are at a peer level to them. And that's just a matter of growth, I think, and luck and all that stuff. It's a very lofty goal, but I think Project Runway would help me maybe have a little bit more chance of getting into the level of the fashion design world that I'd like to reside in. So that's pretty much my summary. I hope to see you all soon.